Welcome back. It's now time for Mission. Mission is supported by Star Ghana Foundation with thanks to FCDO. It was one of the policies of the Akufo-Addo-led government to provide ambulances to all 275 constituencies across the country under the One Constituency, One Ambulance program. Though a laudable intervention, the bad roads in parts of the country is affecting outcomes. On Mission tonight, we bring you a story of how the poor nature of roads in North Gonja district is affecting emergency services.
The National Ambulance Service was established in the year 2004 as an agency of the Ministry of Health. Its establishment was a product of collaboration between the Ministry of Health and the Ghana National Fire Service of the Ministry of Interior, with the responsibilities of establishing and operating a nationwide comprehensive pre-hospital emergency care. Since its inception, the service migrated from 7 stations in 3 regions to presence in every district of the country. In 2019, government, through the Special Initiative Development Ministry and the Health Ministry, distributed ambulances to constituencies and some health institutions in the country as a measure to further enhance transportation of patients.
Unfortunately, the story is different here in the North Gonja district because the only ambulance that is supposed to provide emergency health care services to them cannot move.
The only means of transporting emergency cases is by the use of a canoe across the White Volta.
As we are transporting the mother, in cases of an emergency, let's consider a woman who is bleeding. Maybe after delivery, the woman is bleeding and has to be transported. Or the fetus in the woman is in distress and then has to be saved. We should have got to the facility as early as possible because as we are in the canoe, there is no oxygen to sustain the mother and the baby. So it has made our life-threatening situation worse.
Residents say the situation is frustrating and affecting maternal and child health.
For the past 4 weeks, we have been battling with this flooding. And our concern has always been like in case of situations like this. It's not only labor we find we have problems with like this. Somebody who needs emergency surgery, it will be very difficult. And as midwife made mention, we don't have oxygen here. If it is an asthmatic attack and then the person needs urgent oxygen, we might not be able to sustain the person. And as you can see, before we can get to the other bank, we need to sit for more than 30 minutes.
For the past 4 weeks, you can even see my eyes, the way they are. We don't sleep. You can just be in your house, then they'll call you, come, there's a patient. And because it's a patient, you can't leave the fellow. And it's an emergency. You have to rush up and then come and then send the person. So we are not resting here.
They want the government to fulfill its promise of constructing a bridge across the White Volta.
That way it will be simpler. With here, it won't be difficult for us. Because from here to here, when I cross you, then you are going. It's simple. If Ghana government can make this main one, then he should check on the mini ones.
The 64 kilometers Busnu-Daboya Road has been on contract since 2015. In 2021, government announced the construction of an alternative bridge on the White Volta in Daboya, following a closure of the 2 main bridges connecting the south at Yape and Bupe in 2017. Goal 3 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals targets the attainment of quality health care for all by 2030. To achieve this, government will have to address the glaring health barriers in the country, especially in rural Ghana.